Hey, this is Grayson Dell, and this was the game called IPADUCRAG. Um, it was mainly just an abbreviation for the actual idea that we had for the game, but I forget what the abbreviation was exactly. My role on the team was level designer and modeler. I modeled all the 3D models that you see on the map. Christy did all 2D textures. Christy Morrison's her name. Chris Cornfield did our programming, so he was the team engineer. And then Andrew Tricker did character models and character animation and rigging. That was all him. So right now the player starts off in the jail, and Banana was actually one of the models I created, and the light fixtures are also me. And then the jail, you get a feel that it's a jail, but I was very limited in what I could put. Like we didn't have anything crazy in terms of doors or anything to display. And then we push through, and there's a transition between every zone with a different color. So you know that you're leaving the jail and entering a new zone with a different color. So orange was for the jail, green was for the sewers, and then the way that I made the wall texture for the transition here was supposed to indicate that maybe there was a hole in the wall and that's how the player escaped. We had to make the hole bigger because if we didn't make it bigger, the player wouldn't be able to fit through the door. Um, and then this is a bad guy, just like we had in the jail cell. And as you push through the sewers, the player could not walk in this zone, so there's a cube here that prevents the player from walking into that zone. And then here's some apple models that I made. Very low poly apples, nothing crazy. Another bad guy. And the bad guys did move. None of them stood still. And then pushing through the sewers, we get into the morgue, or you could say tome. And then we have more baddies over here. This is a sword that I created for this game. And the player would carry that sword, like the actual size of the sword. And that sword was a mystical sword, was the idea. The player could not progress into the boss zone without the sword. The sword could kill all baddies with one hit. But in order to even enter the boss zone, to fight the boss, you needed the sword because the sword had mystical power in it, and that's why it was being protected by the demons. And this is supposed to be the devil, but we gave all of our monsters special names, which was pretty funny. And I wish I could explain exactly what we did for the names, but let me see. So yeah, we called the boss Randall the Devil essentially, and you killed Randall, and then you would escape what seems to be like hell, and then you'd walk into the light, which is like going into heaven, or out to the outside world. The level design was all me, especially for the boss zone. I had to make this one of the bigger zones, simply because the boss could do some pretty cool sweep effects, and you needed to be safe from that. And once more, some more stuff on the floor. And just the pathing for stuff. This is a very basic level that I did. And this was another level that I was very proud of. And then zooming out here, you can kind of get an overview of the entire thing. And yep, that's it. Thank you so much. Bye bye.